If you're committed enough, you can make any story work. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most clever callbacks in TV shows.
You are not Kevin Costner.
I was last night.
For this list, we'll be looking at the classic pulls and most well-executed references in TV shows, other parts of their franchise, or pop culture in general. Also, some of these callbacks involve important plot points, so there will be spoilers ahead. Number 10, The Same Conversation, Seinfeld. For a show about nothing, Seinfeld sure likes its callbacks. While its finale may be considered a letdown by some, there's no denying that so many of its references to moments throughout the show are a lot of fun.
Published my recipes. I had to close the store and move to Argentina. She ruined my business.
This soup's not all that good anyway.
What did you say?
All the testimony from characters from the show's past are great, but it's a moment from the end that's the deepest cut. After going to jail, Jerry and George have a conversation about George's second button, which seems eerily familiar to them.
The second button is the key button. It literally makes or breaks the shirt. Look at it, it's too high. It's in no man's land.
Haven't we had this conversation before?
That's because they have the same discussion in the very first episode in the very first lines, bringing everything full circle.
See, now to me that button's in the worst possible spot. The second button literally makes or breaks the shirt. Look at it. It's too high. It's in no man's land. You look like you live with your mother.
Number 9, Handprint, Supernatural. When you're on the air as long as Supernatural was, you're bound to have a ton of in-jokes and self-referential moments. But one of the cleverest occurs during one of the most heartbreaking moments in the show.
You know, ever since we met, ever since I pulled you out of hell, knowing you has changed me.
When Castiel and Dean are pursued by Death herself, Cass uses blood from his hand to protect Dean. After making his goodbye to Dean and touching his shoulder, Cass is pulled with Death into the empty, leaving Dean distraught with a bloody handprint on his arm.
Yes. Goodbye, Dean.
Dean's farewell with his angel bestie actually mirrors his first meeting with him. When Cass pulls him out of hell, he leaves a handprint burned on his arm. It's great symmetry, and a nice bright side to a tear-jerking scene.
Who are you? I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition.
Number 8, Kitty's Outfit, That 70s Show. While That 90s Show also has some fire callbacks to its parent show, we're going with the original for this entry. The finale of That 70s Show takes many looks back at the series, mostly through the form of flashbacks. But one of the callbacks that is easiest to overlook happens to be a character's wardrobe. During the New Year's Eve party, Kitty Foreman wears the same red blouse and floral skirt she wears during the party in the pilot episode.
Okay, take 2. There's plenty coming. Is everybody good? I know. Vienna sausages are so versatile.
And even with a new hairdo, Kitty still pulls it off well years later.
It's like I've been gone for so long, I almost forgot that you're a hot mom.
Oh.
You know what else is hot? My foot when it's in your ass.
Number 7, The Beginning and the End, Lost. Lost has one of the most dramatic openings to any TV show. Jack Shephard awakens in a bamboo forest, dazed and confused. He spots a dog and stumbles onto a beach where the plane he was aboard, Oceanic 815, has crashed.
Stay away from the gas! Stay there!
6 seasons later, and it's the finale. Although the show's ending was controversial, most people will agree that it did at least one thing right. Its final moments are a perfect mirror of its opening moments. Jack is now dying, stumbling through the same bamboo forest. The same dog, Vincent, comes up to him, and as he passes away, he spots his friends flying away on a plane. The show closes just like it opened, with Jack's eyes. The perfect bookends. Bravo. Number 6. Kevin Costner, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Given that it's a sequel/prequel, Better Call Saul has lots of opportunities for clever callbacks and call forwards to Breaking Bad.
From here on out, I'm Mr. Low Profile, just another douchebag with a job and 3 pairs of Dockers. If I'm lucky, a month from now, best case scenario, I'm managing a Cinnabon in Omaha.
Although it was tempting to discuss Saul predicting his eventual career path at Cinnabon post Breaking Bad, our favorite callback/forward is more comedic. When talking with Walter White about making a story convincing, Saul mentions offhand that he once convinced a woman that he was actor Kevin Costner.
If you're committed enough, you can make any story work. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
In Better Call Saul, we see the aftermath of his date with said woman. Naturally, she's none too pleased, but the in-joke certainly has us amused.
I mean, seriously?
Lucianne? Lucianne? He's not Kevin Costner. What? Who's this guy? I'm not Kevin Costner's manager.
Number 5. Mal Cosplay. Castle. On Castle, Nathan Fillion plays the eponymous writer Richard Castle. Castle's irreverent literary proclivities lead to a lot of great references throughout the series, but easily the best callbacks are to Fillion's last famous TV role as Captain Malcolm Reynolds on the cult hit Firefly.
I got nothing but trouble since I did it, not to mention more than a few unkind words as regard to my character, so let me make this abundantly clear. I do the job. And then I get paid.
There are many sprinkled throughout Castle, and the most blatant of these occurs when Castle dresses up as a space cowboy for Halloween.
What exactly are you supposed to be?
Space cowboy.
Okay, A, there are no cows in space. B, didn't you wear that like 5 years ago? So don't you think you should move on?
It's exactly Mal's outfit from Firefly, and Fillion wears it well even a few years on. Our fingers remain forever crossed, hoping for a revival.
Now this is all the money Niska gave us in advance. You bring it back to him, tell him the job didn't work out. We're not thieves. But we are thieves. The point is, we're not taking what's his.
Number 4. Beetlejuice. Community.
You should come. Maybe your study buds will go. What's the blonde's name? Bitter Butter Beetlejuice?
Community loves pop culture references like most people love breathing, so there are a lot to choose from. But for our money, the cleverest has to do with the supernatural comedy film Beetlejuice.
This Gwynnifer must be real special. Don't you usually wear the stripy turquoise Beetlejuice numbers?
As anyone who's seen it can tell you, the titular ghost played by Michael Keaton is summoned whenever you say his name 3 times.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
During the first 3 seasons of Community, a character says the name once, and by the 3rd time, a character dressed like Beetlejuice walks by in the background.
There's nothing in your playlist but Spooky Party, the Beetlejuice soundtrack, and NPR podcasts.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go call an exorcist. Number 3. The Ending. Newhart. Bob Newhart was a TV star for decades. When his 80s show Newhart comes to a close, his character Dick Loudon is hit with a golf ball.
I've got to get out of this madhouse! You're all crazy!
Smash cut to a darkened bedroom where Newhart's previous character, Bob Hartley from The Bob Newhart Show, awakens next to Suzanne Plachette, who played his wife Emily on the same show. Bob describes the events of Newhart to Emily like they were all a dream, which is itself a parody of a similar It Was All a Dream twist on Dallas.
I was an innkeeper in this crazy little town in Vermont.
I'm happy for you. Good night.
The tongue-in-cheek nature of the callback has made it the subject of similar tributes in the years since, but Newhart did it first.
Beautiful blonde.
Go to sleep, Emily. You know, you really should wear more sweaters.
Number 2. All the cameos. Crisis on Infinite Earths. When your story's set in a multiverse, you can make callbacks to nearly anything.
Found Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can this...
This should be impossible now.
It should be impossible now?
You don't know about the...
And in this epic crossover event for the DC Comics set Arrowverse, they make callbacks to nearly everything. There are cameos from contemporary series too, but the sheer volume of deep pulls here is incredible. The cameos are from Smallville, the 1989 Batman movie, Superman Returns, Super Friends, and Burt 1960's Robin Ward even shows up.
But the time for preparation is past. The crisis is now upon us all.
Holy crimson skies of death!
The list goes on and on. Some are quick, while others are integral to the crossover's plot. But they're always creative, and are sure to tug on any DC fan's heartstrings, or at least make you go, I know that reference.
I don't believe we've met. Lucifer, Morningstar.
Lucifer Morningstar, as in...
The devil, yes, exactly. So tell me, what is it you desire?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Jumping the Shark, Arrested Development. Henry Winkler, aka The Fonz, does it again.
And I've skipped breakfast, so I'm off to Burger King. And Lucille arrived.
Douchebag Jar, New Girl.
Damn it! I can't find my driving moccasins anywhere!
Good thing he wasn't wearing his driving moccasins when he broke it.
We need a glass.
Tom Hanks, Veep.
What if Tom Hanks dies?
What a dark thought.
I'm not wishing that. I'm saying anything could happen. Tom Hanks could die.
Just as the prophecy foretold.
I've just been told that 4-time Academy Award-winning actor Tom Hanks has died at the age of 88.
I don't want to wait. Dawson's Creek.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be?
They really said the lyrics to the theme song in the show.
I don't want to wait for my life to be over. I want to know right now, what will it be?
Alpha Centauri, Doctor Who.
Hilarious alien called Alpha Centauri, who looked like a giant eye.
A character last seen in 1974, and a cameo 43 years in the making.
This is Alpha Centauri. Welcome to the universe.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A Schrute Wedding, The Office. Weddings are a joyous time in sitcoms.
I got them a toaster. They called off the wedding and gave the toaster back to me. I tried to return the toaster to the store, and they said they no longer sold that kind of toaster. So now my house has got 2 toasters.
And while Phyllis's wedding to Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration fame paid off a fun reference to Stanley, weddings, and toasters, it also set the stage for a fantastic callback in the show's finale.
So what's in the box?
A toaster. You?
Toaster?
Unbelievable.
At Phyllis's wedding, Dwight Schrute explains that his family has peculiar wedding customs that involve the bride and groom standing in their own graves.
The Schrutes have their own traditions. We usually marry standing in our own graves. It makes the funerals very romantic.
In the finale, we see Dwight get married to Angela, and true enough, they're both standing in shallow graves. It's surprisingly sweet, in a Dwight kind of way.
As is traditional to the Schrutes, the lovers are standing in their own graves as a reminder that this is the only escape from what they are about to do.
If there's a brilliant TV callback that we were foolish to forget, share your deep cuts in the comments.
You do, of course, try on when you buy.
Yes, it was purple. I liked it. I don't actually recall considering the button.
Oh, you don't recall?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.